Okay, we are back with another video. This one is an interesting one. This is a really long song. When the Water Breaks by Liquid Tension Experiment. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I looked it up and I debated. I was like, oh, should I cover it? It's 17 minutes, you know, it's gonna take forever to edit the video. And then I read the context behind the song and saw that it was John Petrucci on guitar and Mike Portnoy on drums and something Rudess on the piano. And so I'm like, okay, it's like instrumental Dream Theater. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I went and saw Dream Theater live back in March, and they were just so awesome. John Petrucci's soloing is just like no other. He is just so precise, so clean with it. So as soon as I saw it was him playing guitar, Mike Portnoy and drums, I can easily sit here for 20 minutes and just listen to whatever masterpiece they have. So I have the live version pulled up because I know they're just as good live as they are on the recording. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. I'm excited. This is going to be a long one. That's pleasant. Okay, this is already kind of what I was hoping for. What the hell is that instrument? First of all, I've never seen that instrument in my life. I'm not going to pause this too much just because it's so long. Yeah, the piano skills, I'm already expecting to be amazing. This whole thing is just going to be amazing, so let's get into it. Mike Portnoy is like the symbol GOAT of all time. GOAT of all time, yep. And yeah, Portnoy's tone is just always on point. I still don't know what instrument the bald guy has, or the second bald guy has. It's hard for me to explain any of this because their knowledge level is far past mine. So. next part. These guys are just the most locked in people, probably in the whole world. Like, they're so in sync in order to follow each other through all these different time signatures and all these like key changes. And I mean, the time signatures is the biggest one. Time signatures and just tempo changes. They just follow each other so well. They have it so dialed in. And I feel like some people, like, you know, if you bring like some normie to a Dream Theater or a liquid tension experiment show, like some like people just aren't gonna get the amount of insanity that is actually happening here. And I don't even know what's happening here because I still don't know what this is, this bass guitar thing. Someone please tell me the name of this instrument right now. I don't know what he's doing there. They just always change it up into these weird funky grooves. Portnoy is just insane. Like when I saw him live, I'm always blown away. Anyways, I just paused it way too fast. I'm gonna get it back into it. I love the way they trade off back and forth so smoothly, and they never fuck up. It's always just straight perfection, and one day I'll be like that. My shredding is so sloppy, I just need to be strict, slow down the tempo, and really get the muscle memory down, but I just get so impatient. does one even begin to start learning that instrument? Like,
Mom, I want to play the Jimbawean bass guitar.
or whatever it is. Oh man, I'm actually really curious about that thing now. I might just look it up, but I'm gonna wait. I love when the keyboardist is able to go interact with the audience because he's got his guitar keyboard. Oh, it's just radiating aura. This whole band does. John Petrucci's guitar, something about it, he has like the most wailing guitar playing that I've ever heard, especially live. Like I was in the stadium for Dream Theater and it just like fills the entire stadium, like the sustain of the guitar just fills it and it's just wailing the whole time and it's just so emotion provoking. It's awesome. And yeah, it shows here as well, so. Okay, before we go into this part, I love the like chromatic transitions into sections. Like, I don't know, like it leaves you, something about chromatic scales just have such attention to it. Like he was doing like a, they just invoke this feeling of like, oh, where are we going next? It's falling down, like, and then it always takes you somewhere crazy next, and so it works. Pretty effective. I really like that line. That was a really good melodic line. I had to say that. The main thing I think when I hear songs, especially by these guys, or like, you know, especially people like these guys as well, how do you remember all of that plus the other 15, 20-minute songs that you're going to end up playing that night? Like, I don't know how their brains are just containing that. Like, they got to be taking so much ashwagandha, it's not even funny. And it's not even just the length that's so impressive. Like, you have to remember every single groove. You're not just feeling the 1, 2, 3, 4 the whole time. You're like thinking hard. What's the next part? There is no relaxing during any of this music because it's always on to the next thing. That's what's so crazy about it. This math rock stuff or prog rock. It's absolutely insane. I will never be able to learn this stuff. Not even because of the intense shredding, but just because of the intense thinking and the constant on to the next thing. These guys are absolutely nuts. I still don't know what that thing is called. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Okay, I guess it's called a Chapman stick. I would have never known. I wonder if that's the same brand as like Chapman, the guitar brand. But yeah, crazy stuff. Let me know what else you want to listen. You want me to listen to. You know, I'm an open-minded guy when it comes to this stuff. So send your requests down and consider subscribing. We'll see you in the next one.